forgot what I was doing here. Clearing the camp, I think. It's been a while since I've played this. Yeah, like the early reviews and that were quite shit. The AI is a little bit buggy, but that's the only thing I've really noticed. Story-wise, it's good. There's a couple things that has me question, like everything's motorbikes, but there's like fuck tons of cars just left around, but no one seems to drive them. So it's kind of like the opposite of Walking Dead. No, right. Get rid of you. But like I've completed it once, and I'm doing it on the hardest mode on New Game Plus to. Oops, forgotten the fucking controls. How do I crouch? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so just trying to get all the trophies, but the devs did pretty decent support for it after release. Like they added loads of extra stuff. Well, I was more into the comics.
Another mobile medical unit. I gotta find a way inside. See if there's another injector.
And I like Negan, but I think on paper he works, but I don't think he really works on TV. But I only fell out of grace with the TV show because I'd watch it on Kodi, and all the streams stopped working, and then I just fell so far behind. And I'm miles behind on the comics as well, but they're finished now, so it's not as if there's a major rush to get through them. Has he got? Can't tell if he's got a helmet on. Yeah.
Okay.
But it does feel very Walking Dead-ish in that, like, you're more sort of like a Norman Reedus kind of character. The whole bike, and I favour the crossbow. It's the best silent weapon, I think. You got to get the upgraded one though. Right. I'm hearing zombies, but I don't know where from. And I'm getting pins and needles in my foot. Right, where the fuck are they?
You like killing drifters, is that it? How do you like it now?
Are they on the other side of that wall? Because if there's a way to attract them in, I can. Oh wait, is that a zombie? Can't tell. Yeah, there's zombies. Trying to hide. Oh shit. Where's my... Ah! Fucking continue. Oh my god, where the fuck did you cut? Oh, just got my fucking boot knife. I hate when you pick up a game you haven't played for ages because you forget things that you meant to do when you were last on. But like in this, you don't have to worry about food and stuff, but you do have to keep your bike filled up with petrol. I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge for this bit. Let them take him on. So there's 6 left.
Oh, hey.
I set up CouchBot in the Discord, and I thought I'd set it to notify when everybody that I've added to it streams, but it doesn't seem to be working. The annoying thing is they don't seem to cover any Facebook channels. It's like Twitch and Mixer and YouTube. I'm guessing because of like APIs or something. Wolves in this are a complete cunt. Like they're enhanced so they can run faster than your fucking bike goes.
Need this?
Flanking me!
How many of you are there? That don't matter.
Who was that?
Not enough.
This could be a mistake. Yeah, I tried Realm Royale. I don't know, didn't go on well. I tried Cuisine Royale. My main mistake was I didn't change the controls before I started playing.
Finally, Jesus.
I got to invert my controls. Cannot do non-inverted. So I died quite early on. That's good going. Because like I've found, unless it's changed, but I tried it when it first came out, and I just struggled. Like it looks like a lot of fun, but not for me. I can't remember if there's a horde in there. I've just got 3 more to take down. And I need to find petrol for this generator. I don't know if there's... Yeah, there are loudspeakers I've got to take down. I'm not sure if you can stealth kill. No, you can't. Oh shit. This was a mistake.
What the hell you doing?
Fuck. This is what happens when you forget how to play a fucking game.
I don't mind admitting I let out an unconstitutional cheer when you beat Mr. Heath this time. I was sent deep down.
Let's try this shit again.
Okay.
Hey. Bless you.
That's it.
Prime Minister, if you saw fit to turn back your views,
I might try it again.
I can use these.
Like, there's a few games where, oh shit, the
the Duke of Edinburgh and I went there very
what was I gonna say? Yeah, where the first kind of tryout doesn't really work very well, but then the devs improve it. So, are they getting overrun? Yeah. Cool. Leave them be for a bit.
You like stabbing him in the back, huh? That right? You like this?
That's cool, man. Yeah, like it, it's very very unpolished. But like you, I can't work it out, and that the setting's a bit bonkers as well, because you've got like World War II like tank traps and stuff, and then yeah, like PUBG crossed with H1Z1. Again, I played that and I didn't really get on with it. But like you can wear pots and pans as fucking armor, but like you start off in your boxers. I think I've only ever played H1Z1 once. I got into like the last 5 and then died, but I only got that far by pure fluke, I think.
Okay.
Shit. I think the trouble is with a lot of games, like Battle Royale became flavor of the month, or however long. So, because I don't agree with all these early releases, like, in my mind, a game enters beta to have a small user base test it out and feedback any glitches. Fortnite has been in early release stroke beta for, well, since ever. And at this stage, it's like it's probably never going to come out of that. I've never heard of that. I might need to check it out. But why is that freaker not tackling that guy? This doesn't make any sense. This is what I mean about the AI being a little bit broken. Yeah, but like, if it's in beta, I don't think they should be charging any money for anything, because beta is not finished. Beta is not quality certified. In my mind, anyways. Because what game was it? It was like, I'm sure it began with a P, and it was kind of like Paladins, I think. Was it Paragon? I've got no idea. He's not engaging at all. I think I'm just gonna have to kill him myself. Trouble is, when I kill it, that guy's gonna clock on that I'm here. Fucking bonkers. Yeah, but that's it. Like, you know, it fair enough with Fortnite if, because like most betas, you've got to apply or be selected by some criteria. The only time people are going to feed stuff back is if, like, as Fortnite stands now, is if their purchases haven't gone through or they've not earned the V-Bucks that the game said that they would qualify for or whatever the fuck. They won't do the legit point of beta being, you know, bugs and glitches and stuff. Because the average person doesn't give a toss about doing what an actual beta is all about, like.
Son of a bitch. Not a lot of ammo left.
Oh, fuck, the board. I am off. Like, I get betas need to be done, but I just don't think they should be done the way they are, because they're just cashing in. And it kind of
One more to go.
ruins my respect for the games industry in a way. Like EA,
I think that's it.
they've got a lot
Roads will
of
be
work to do
a
to
little
get shit
safer
back.
now. I mean, not much, but
Microtransactions are one of the worst things. Brilliant if it's done
they
right,
look
but
like the type to have
absolutely
an underground
shit
bunker.
when
Yeah?
it's like pay to win and all that bollocks. I forgot what I was on about. Yeah, like, the cosmetics are cool, but I think obviously they don't change the game. They don't give you any benefit, which is fine, because again, that would be pay to win otherwise. But I do think a lot of games should have you can earn it if you grind, because it's like Fortnite. You could buy the whatever they call it, the advanced battle pass, and you unlock 25 levels, or you could just play the game and do that yourself. That's fine, and obviously I like the fact that you can earn the in-game currency on Fortnite, because not all games give you in-game currency, or if they do, it's like so minute that it's just absolutely pointless. It's just there as like a carrot on a stick to lure you into paying, because you think, oh well, I need like however much more to get what I want. It's a limited time, like a special player pack or whatever. Because that's one thing I don't like about the disparity with EA Sports is you've got FIFA, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't play it, but like you've got you've got your packs, but you have to buy them. NHL, you you log in every 12 hours, I think it is, and you get a free pack. But then Madden, you log in, you don't get that. It's like, if you're doing it on one of your IPs, you should be doing it on all of them. Like, the packs might not be brilliant, but at least you've got people getting something, because they can't afford to pump money in. But then this whole gambling thing where you're not allowed to gamble with credit cards and stuff, that'll probably bring about even more changes with the microtransactions and that. But like, I know people that have spent thousands on FIFA, and you know, it's, I don't think it's worth it. Where the fuck? Oh, there you are. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've got nothing against people that maybe don't have time, where they can perhaps buy to get through, as long as it doesn't give them an advantage over somebody else. But obviously, when you've got something like Ultimate Team, if you're buying it, you're not buying shitty little packs, you're going to buy the premium ones, which will have all the best players. And then that, I think, just dilutes the gameplay experience, because you've got these serious people that obviously have too much money, and then you've got the ones that are desperately trying to be good at the game, and the odds are forever stacked against them.
Another nest.
I don't even... Oh,
Let's go.
I've got no idea what I'm doing. Oh, fuck, I hate these birds. Where's their nest? There.
There's another one. Time to burn. There's another nest. Well, let's burn it up. Another nest.
His monologues are a bit annoying. Especially when he repeats himself all the fucking time. Right, where to next? Oh, there's another nest. Or is it just not burnt yet? Oh, it's because the tears on the tree. Yeah, Last of Us is a fantastic game. I had it on PS3 and I got really far into it. The fucking opening sequence just killed me, like. Such a gut punch. It would make a good film, even if you just took all the cutscenes and just pieced them together. But oh, for fuck's sake, sorry. I was looking at my phone. When I got my PS4, it came with the remastered version of Last of Us, but I struggled to get back into it. I think it was just because obviously there's a lot of skulking around, there's a lot of getting to know the enemies and stuff. There's a lot of strategy to it. Oh fuck, a breaker. So I think that's why I struggled, because I'm like, oh, I've already done this, I can't be arsed. But I will get into it again, because I need to complete it before doing number 2. The annoying thing with the survival mode on this is it disables your map, so you've got to periodically go...
Dead coyote, lava cave. Well, nothing bad can happen with a name like that, yeah?
in and out of Survivor Vision to see stuff. I'm sure there's something here that I need to do. I keep forgetting to use the touchpad to... Or have I already been here? This is the annoying thing when you've done playthroughs, but no, I've been here. Well, that's it. I mean, this game tends to get more viewers. Like on average, whenever I've done this, you're talking 7 to 15 people. But obviously, I haven't been on this for a long time, so I'm not too fussed on how many viewers I get. If I get a few, cool. It used to bother me because I thought, why am I not special? But you know, the trouble is, there's so many games, there's so many people doing this. Obviously, if this was when Twitch had first become a thing, it would be a totally different situation. But I just play to enjoy. You know, I do it on my days off work. Because I don't really get time to do it otherwise. And that's what it should be about. Just be chilled. I think it's like a lot of things. The harder you try, the more you push whatever goal you have in mind away. You know, like if I look at the figures right now, there's 9 viewers on this, and there's only 2 talking. So you could see that as being poor. Because this is what I'm seeing on the groups, is like people begging for viewers, and I did that for a bit, because they want to get affiliate. But then you got to question, like, once you hit affiliate, are you still gonna be
More bounties.
struggling or not? Yeah. I mean, I think this is the new thing. Like, you know, you've got fucking kids winning Call of Duty, Tech, and whatever tournaments, and they're fucking raking the money in. If that's the average person's motivation to do this, then the game's doomed, because not everyone can or should do it. Like, I'm under no illusion. I don't think I'll be quitting my job to play games. It would be lush, but the only way I'm going to be quitting my job is if I win the lottery, and then I can stream a lot more. Where's that generator? I think that's over here. Yeah, I'd rather, like, I do host raffles and stuff every now and again, because it is hard to get noticed. Like I was saying before, if your friends who you've actually got as friends on Twitch, not just following, if they're on, Twitch doesn't, or at least I haven't discovered, an option to have them take priority in your list. It's always just based on the amount of viewers. So if you're following big celebrities, your mates and that are just going to be chucked down the list.
Okay.
And again, that's it. That number sounds fucking amazing, but then when you break down the actual duration and stuff, it doesn't sound as good. Like, it is about the viewers, and it's not. You know, you're streaming in the hope that you maybe get people engaged. Like, sometimes I'll watch a stream to kind of inspire me to go back to a game, or like give me ideas on how to tackle it. Like, YouTube used to be my go-to for that. be looking up how to get past a certain bit or whatever. Hey man, that's alright. It wasn't follow for follow, so don't feel obliged that you've got to do it like. Yeah. But again, that's not a negative. It just means that maybe the timing of your first stream was just so almost perfect that you got the people you would have got maybe over a longer period of time. Yeah, like I'll jump on, like, you know, I've hit affiliate because people helped me, whether it was just a lurk here and there or if they genuinely were partaking in chat and maybe sharing my streams and stuff like that. So, you know, I could be like, right, well, fuck everyone, I've done what I wanted to do, I'm not gonna help anyone, but that's not me. Plus then that type of attitude could drop the follower count exponentially to the point where it doesn't really matter if you're a fucking affiliate, no one's watching your shit, like. But it's a learning experience. Like, there's some days or nights where I think, should I change game? Because no one seems... Oh, fuck, the horde's out. Because no one seems fucking bothered, but... I shouldn't base what I want to play on what people want to see. Because you're just doing it for the sake of doing it, you're not doing it for you. I need to do something a bit more productive in this game. Let's tackle that nest. How's my fuel looking? Yeah, like I said before, I did do follow for follow. But then, what I've realised is people will follow you for however long. You follow them, makes them look good, might make you look good. They unfollow you. So I unfollow back, and it's tit for tat, and then it just ruins the experience. So I think getting started, it might help, but if you rely on that for too long, or like I've seen people sharing on the groups where they've got like hundreds, you know, you're talking 700-800 followers, but then they're bitching and moaning that their average views is less than 1, and it's like, but that's because these people haven't given a fuck about following you for the content you're doing. They've just followed you so they've had the same back. So it works and it doesn't work, because if you do, like, maybe you're in a certain game stream where you do follow for follow, and the people, like, you're perhaps streaming that same game, so the people there are your built-in audience, but I don't know, it's each to their own, but everyone seems to get on their soapbox and argue the toss either way. It's like, you do you, but don't be moaning if people are giving you decent advice, not judgy, not shoving it down your throat. Don't come running back to them because it's not working, like. Yeah, like I'll be honest, when I was getting follows from people that I know weren't in my chat, they weren't watching, I was like, okay, I wonder how you've come across this. Um, but then when you've got someone that has been engaged in your chat and then does something, like the other day, someone used bits. I haven't been expecting anyone to use bits because I think that's only for like the bigger, more popular, more entertaining streamers. But you know, people like what they like. I can't say, no one can say what works and what doesn't. You can say what worked for you and what you don't think or what you know doesn't work. But it depends. I suppose, you know, everyone's different. I know that I've gone past the follow for follow phase. I will follow back. Like if you follow me, I will do it, but not on the basis that you've expected that or I'm expecting that. Like I've done that on everything. Like Twitter, I'll follow back if someone's followed me.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had my first sub the other day. Granted, it was an Amazon Prime one, but what does that matter? You know, I'm not doing it for the money. The money will take a while to earn. But I think it just adds another level to gaming. Like, you know, most of us, depending on the type of game, you talk to yourself as you're playing it anyways. Like, whether you're swearing at yourself because you fucked up or, you know, you're a scatterbrain like me. So, like, in a game like Elder Scrolls or something, you're like, right, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. So then why not just turn that into like a conversation with people? I think the annoying thing is, and this might change as I stream more, but when you've got a decent number of viewers but no one is chatting.
Clear it out.
Like I get it if you're in like Onrush is quite difficult to chat, so I get why people might not do it in that situation because you're looking at your phone and you're just crashing all the fucking time because that is difficult. But like in games like this, you can pause, you can glance at the screen, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean that's the issue I had because I've been posting on the groups to get us Scottish people together, and I'm just getting random links posted. And I said this earlier, I've got no idea if they're Scottish. I've got no idea about them, and it's like I didn't ask you to post your links. Like mine was basically saying get over to the page that I'm promoting, and then once you're on there, by all means chuck your link on, chuck it in the Discord, because that's the whole point of this network, is that we become aware of all the other gamers, and then if they're on the same platforms as us, or if they're playing games where they're cross-platform, we can team up, we can do whatever. But I don't know. Like again, I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. I have chucked my link on there, but that's usually when it's been done on the basis of this is follow for follow, or you know, drop your links on here so I can check out your channel and make up my mind if your content is the type of content I want to watch. But when the links aren't being invited, it's just fucking rude. It's like if I was in the middle of saying something like, you know, I've just been diagnosed with X, Y, or Z, and then you just come straight in with your fucking pyramid scheme, or do you want to do Herbalife or whatever the fuck? Instagram I don't get much from, but again, it depends on who you're following and who's following you. Am I even able to go there? What am I doing? Is this locked off? Yeah, it must be for now. I can't remember much. Or do I have to climb up? Fuck knows. Hang on. Set the GPS. Oops. Twitter, I auto post on there. That seems to work. I get a lot of likes anyways. I don't know if people click through because I don't really look at the analytics on Twitch. Most of, when I've glanced, most of my traffic either comes from my website because it auto posts a blog post on there as well, or it comes from Twitch. So obviously the built-in notifications and that. But IFTTT might be good because you can set that up to like. Yeah, I don't think I can get in there just yet. You can set it to auto post when you've uploaded to YouTube, and you can auto post on Twitter, your Facebook page, whatever. So it saves, because like normally what I'll do, sorry, I'm just driving around in circles, fucking talking and trying to multitask. How this is annoying the fuck out of me now. What was I saying? Yeah, so normally I'll let that do the bulk of it, but then I'll post like a proper post with like how many followers I've got and my links and stuff into Buffer, and that posts to like 2 of my Facebook pages, and then I'll manually post that on my actual Facebook timeline as well. But it's kind of spammy, but not. But obviously not all of my mates are gamers and understand. I should link the Scottish Gamers page to the Instagram, because the one thing I worry about that is I'm the only one that's kind of using the page, but I don't want it to look like it's all about me. So when I see other folks are streaming, I'll try and fuck breakers.
Had to be breakers. Easy.
I don't think I've got enough ammo to fucking deal with these guys. Oh, I forgot how to fucking dodge. What am I doing? How do I dodge? Oh, it's R1, innit? Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Where is he? These are good if you run into one of these as a hordes chase and you will act as a bit of a distraction. Same as bears. Fuck. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew here. Ideally I wanted that Molotov to hit him.
Come on.
Just fucking die, you cunt. Finally. Although where are the other ones? Because I'm sure there's 3 at this bit. Yeah, I don't mind self-promo. I mean, that's why the Discord group's got self-promo in there. It's just don't spam it all the fucking time. Which we don't have an issue with at the moment. But again, when you've got more and more people, they're just trying to stand out from everybody else. So it kind of drives those behaviours. The annoying thing is, I think, when Discord is auto-posting that I've gone live, because I'm doing it direct from the PS4, every time you change game, it severs the stream and then sets up another one, so that can look a bit spammy. I've got no intention of doing a camera anytime soon anyways. Like, I've got a PlayStation camera, but sometimes I don't even go on mic. I'm too shy for that nonsense, like, sometimes. But again, like, I was reading a thing that said, even if you've got no viewers, just talk, because people will get engaged. But I feel like a twat if I'm just talking to nobody. Obviously you guys are having a conversation about stuff. Right, please hit this bastard. Oh, that was a pipe bomb. No wonder. Shit. Fuck. I'm gonna die. I did this first time in the easiest one. See, I don't think a camera makes any difference. Like you see on a lot of the Facebook groups that the people that say it does make a difference is if you're a girl. Like, this is men saying it. If you're a girl and you've got your tits hanging out, maybe it does, but I think for normal gamers, seeing your body language and stuff could make a difference, but I suppose it depends if you're able to convey a lot of it via your voice and that, you know. And you could be the most animated person verbally, but then be boring as fuck visually, or vice versa. Like, I watch a lot of streams where you don't see the people. Sometimes they're not even on mic. Sometimes it's just based on if they're ace at a game or whatever. Yeah, you're right. Well, you got to think, if you've got, say, I don't know, 900 people playing World of Warcraft or League of Legends or whatever, what sets them apart? That can be entertaining though. Like, I was saying earlier before you guys jumped on that some of my more popular streams are when I'm streaming with the kids playing Fortnite. What am I doing? I am so fucking distracted, it's unbelievable. Ah, I wanted fuel. But like, yeah, when I'm streaming with the kids, because we're not just playing, I'm being a parent at the same time. Like, you know what kids are like, screaming into the mics and stuff like that. My youngest strops if like the storm's coming in and her reboot card's miles away, so if I try to get her reboot card I'm gonna die, so she has a strop, so I've got to try and fucking rationalize with her that I've not done it on purpose, that it's for the greater good. But you know, that could be my shtick that is different to what other people do, you know, because plenty of people shout and swear, so raging, and I don't think I've ever properly raged on the stream. That might change, but she's 5, like, she should know better. But again, it's different strokes for different folks. Some people aren't meant to do this. Like, I don't think I'm meant to do this. I do it because I enjoy it, regardless of the number of viewers. If anything, it's just a way of me recording gameplay, so if there's something cool or like a weird glitch happens, that's captured. Anything else is a bonus.
That's it.
This is where it's hard because I keep forgetting to check the map. And then I go round in circles. But like, I haven't listened back to any of my streams. So, like, I work in a call center, so I've had the, you know, coach and you listen to your calls, and you sound nasal as fuck, so my voice is not something I think people would want to hear during a fucking game, let alone any other time. Yeah, that's it. The only thing I would say to you, Yorkshire, is just stick at it. You know, there's been stream after stream where I've had, oh fuck, I forgot that was a shrieker. There's been plenty times, and I'm no expert at all. Like, I probably do things that I shouldn't do, or there's things I should do that I don't bother with.
Okay, here we go. Raider camp. Bunch of mean sons of bitches, aren't you?
But
The ambushes you said this week, huh?
if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Beacon.
Or everybody would be good at doing it, and again, it would just be the point where nobody stands out. And then you've just got an even more saturated market.
Neural injector. Let's see if it still works.
I think the starting point is, if you enjoy playing games, that's it. And then I suppose the other way I've started to look at it is, I enjoy playing games and other people enjoy watching it. Sometimes.
I can't let any of them get out
Oh,
of here
shit.
alive. Bunch of rapists and murderers.
That was my stick.
Come on, come on. Yep. Okay. Yeah, ammo.
Oh, I'm fucking freezing. Right, have I got any... Shit. Yeah, I think if you put the time and effort into it, that comes across, and then... Where are you? And then that gets people's attention. Again, it might not work in every single scenario, but if you want it to work, you'll make it work, I'm sure.
Come on, look for him. He's here, damn it. Freeze. Damn it. Freeze.
Won't waste a bolt on them.
Take it. Look at it.
Drifters in ambush down there, huh?
Mister? I'm gonna count to...
Her down. Burn, asshole.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I was quite surprised about is that I'm just shy of 10,000 views all in all, and there's people that have been streaming longer than me that don't have that. That obviously doesn't mean you're better or worse or whatever,
No, I got you.
but it's just like a building block in it.
Damn it. The asshole, we can see you.
The more views you get, the more exposure you get. The more exposure you get, the more likelihood you've got of people liking what you're seeing and sticking around. So I think the figure most people focus on are the number of followers, and number of followers don't mean shit. Yeah. Well, when I was just before Christmas, I stopped streaming for a week because my average views plummeted because nobody was watching, and you know that's not a reflection on your channel or your ability or whatever. It's just the fact people have got shit to do. They've got their own families. It's fucking Christmas, like. So you know, no one's at fault there. You just gotta think like summer holidays. Oh fuck, another shrieker. Summer holidays. Like I'm not gonna be on for like 2 weeks. Other people won't be around, so you might have a lot of viewers that are going away at the same time. Now, again, it doesn't mean that you suddenly change your shit. It's just circumstance. Some of your diehard followers might have internet problems. They might have, you know, various other issues in life, and they can't hang out. And that's where it just kind of puts things in perspective. Like, you don't have to always... I think if you start panicking, thinking, right, I need to change something up, you change something that didn't need changing, and it just ruins the... oh shit. The dynamic. Because like in work, you'd be told to do something, and you change it, and you didn't need to. And then you start just second guessing yourself. Yeah, it's about, you know, getting the consistency. Like, you could have 10 followers, but they're all diehard. They'll all jump in your chat
Okay.
at any given opportunity, or you could have
Camp's clear.
300,
Now you know how it feels.
and you're lucky
being
if
on the
one
other end of it.
jumps
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you need numbers for certain trigger points.
Bunker. Yeah, I bet they had a bunker.
I'd
Just
much
gotta
rather have
find it.
50 people that I got to know and have a laugh with in the chat. Welcome back, Draven. Yeah. Like, if everybody could give up their job and do this for a living, there'd be a lot of shit not getting done in the world. But it's like any job. I could never be a fucking bricklayer because I'm not built for that. Some people are good at games, some people aren't, but some people can compensate for that by having like a personality that stands out. I don't think I do, but fucking hell. I need to get a melee weapon. I think it depends. I think if you've got too much of something, it can put you off. Like, obviously, well, for example, you make your favourite song your alarm in the morning, you soon fucking hate that song.
Nice headshot.
Yeah. Well, like, when we do the Jackbox games ones, we get people back because obviously they can join in. But there's one person that keeps coming back, and because I have a track record of winning quite a lot, they call themselves Craig Cheats, which I find quite funny. But like, they keep coming back, so obviously they must enjoy playing along. But then we get people coming back because again they're even more involved. Then it's not just a conversation. But then again, because of the whole playing along and me winning, I jokingly said we should set up bets to use like the channel points to be will I win or won't I win. Ironically, I lost most of the games, but that's just taking something and just doing something a little bit different. Fuck, is that two Shriekers? Shriekers bug me because they run off like that. It fucking was two Shriekers. Is that... Oh. The Jackbox games are fun. If you get a good bunch, the awkward thing was we were playing with the kids doing it, and a lot of like the quick flash answers and the drawings were a bit rude, and had the kids asking questions about what they were. Nah, it's alright, man. I'm waiting for 2 of my emotes to be approved. I've got... I'm gonna fucking die with just these ragtag motherfuckers. So I've got Rabs and Nez, that was my tier 1 subscription emote. And then Can of Iron Brew as tier 2. And then like a cartoony William Wallace as tier 3. Yeah, I always have the mature content on my thing. It's just like my kids were in the room seeing the shit, so I can't remember how long my first emote took to, because I didn't submit them all at once. I did one because I thought, well, it'll be a while till I get a subscriber, and then a subscriber happened sooner than I had anticipated, so I thought I'll get the other two lined up ready just in case. The panels, depending on what you want. Like mine, I did for free on, what's it called? 2 seconds. What the fuck was it called? Here, bear with me, I'm gonna find... Is it Geek something? Where are my bookmarks gone? Ah, here we go. Nerd or Die. Like my Try and Scotsman logo, a mate drew like a caricature of me years ago, and then sent me the digital file, and then I found like a sort of font that allowed me to make it look like tartan almost. But like at my level, I wouldn't pay for logos and stuff because again, they don't make you good. They might make you stand out, but you could look as fun. That's like being, you know, driving a fucking sports car, but having nothing else going for you. Like, so again, each to their own. But I would probably say just start off a little bit basic. Maybe pick a color scheme that works well. Like I wouldn't mind a logo or a banner for the Scottish Gamers one, but sorry, just had pulse, so I'm reading the letter. That's fine, we just ignore that. Because there's no further action on that. Because they said if we... Where? Fuck 'em. Right, I need to heal. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to shoot shortly because I've got to get the kids from school. But I should be back on a little bit later. Yeah, I don't think you need anything overly fancy. Like I suppose if you've got a certain theme, like obviously, like I was on a bit before with my screen name, it's more just kind of having like a Scottishy kind of thing about it. That's why I've changed like the name of my subscriber tiers to things Scottish people say. Yeah, and that's where it's, you know, you don't want like a cheap tacky thing if you want to sell T-shirts or other stuff. You want something that's eye catching. I mean, like I used to get the My Geek box and Shirt Punch stuff, and that was cool because they come from like America, Canada. So like, unless someone else had those fucking subscriptions, you would be, you'd stand out because it's not stuff you can just fucking buy in Primark or HMV or whatever. And obviously, if you want someone to wear something that isn't theirs, you know, like it's your channel, it's your brand. You need something that's gonna sit well with everybody. I suppose almost like a badge of pride, like I support this streamer or whatever. Cheers for the follow, man. Where's my bike? Well, I used to, when I ran the Nerdgasm business, like when I was doing Funkos and that, I had like a Redbubble, and I did a couple designs. Like I did sort of Hello Kitty parodies. So like Hello Puddin was like a Harley Quinn version of Hello Kitty and stuff. The trouble is copyright, even though like, alright, the font was similar, but it wasn't exact. Nothing was exact. It was all parody, and I'm like, well, if places like Shirt Punch and that can have artists doing that, how come I can't? But there was decent money in it. Like I sold quite a few. Like there was a Deathstroke one I did, and then I did like chibis of Sephiroth and Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Where the fuck is my bike? It's around here somewhere. There we go. I think if you're trying to make this a profitable thing, the building your channel and that I don't think is the hardest part. I think the hardest part is turning yourself into a brand.
That's gotta be hers. Colonel, Corporal St. John reporting in, and I'm at the last location where Lieutenant Norwood was seen. He seems pretty
And I guess
fortified,
getting
sir.
your brand
You sure you want me to tackle
out
this
there.
alone?
'Cause it's easy to have a Facebook page, but is it easy to get people to actually go to it?
Yes, sir. Fucking A.
Oh shit.
On my side! You gotta move!
Yeah. Even if you just use some of the stuff yourself, like if you have a t-shirt or hoodie or whatever and you wear it around and people are like, oh, that's cool, where'd you get it from?
Just running around.
And then,
Kill the son of a
you
bitch.
know, again, as basic as doing word of mouth. Oh, for fuck's sake. I suppose it depends on what they were doing on social media first, though. You know, like, some people were just using Instagram or Twitter or whatever just for more personal use. And I guess if you try
Okay,
to
come on, you
move
assholes, let's
that
do this.
over, you won't get as much of a payoff because they're not interested in the thing that you're trying to
Burn, asshole.
get off the ground. Yeah, absolutely. It's like obviously friends and family are the starting point, and then it's just kind of chipping away at it each day. I'm kind of doing
Almost out.
what I've started doing. I'm not saying again that you need to do this, but you know, if it weren't for setting up the Discord and getting involved in other people's Discords, you guys, for the most part, probably wouldn't be here. And this is probably the busiest my chat's been when it's not been a fucking Jackbox game. Oh, fuck this again. Why didn't that explode? Right, I'm gonna have to shoot and get the kids, but cheers for the sub, man. I'll be back on probably about 5ish, maybe a bit later, but obviously I'll be posting in Discord and that. But I'll catch you guys in a bit.